Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? J.J. Nelson now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bond going to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They go play action here. Mon rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and 4. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Nwangu. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mon looks to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And folks, kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot instead.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Mon now off of play action. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Justin Tucker in for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
They'll run with Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Vikings 38-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Right there, 54, right there. Report! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Here we go.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Mod looks to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home, yo.
Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Jackson going to take off with it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Check 45, come on. Got one. Check safety, check safety.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Mon. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ben Benagoo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go. Mike 54.
Now Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Mond. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Mond's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, here's Mond. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 22, Mond going for it all. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mond going to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Mond looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mond completing it to the right side. Johnson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cook running right. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Folk's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Strip that ball. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And finally taken down at the 34.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Dobbins.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second and goal from the 1. Edwards. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Now Mon. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mon now off of play action. Steps away. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 29 for Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, 29.
On first down, here's Mon. This will be caught inside the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mond out of the shotgun. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Baltimore,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down.